Hi, my name is Brian, and today we are filming our third episode, Speaking Out with Kim and Brian. And today's episode is about depression, bipolar, manic depressive, all that good stuff. And to my right is Kim, as always, and to my left is our guest today, Miss Trisha. And let's see, how would we like to start today?
I think we should go over, the different types of mental illnesses that we've experienced and give some info about it. Symptoms, how you feel, and what people can do to better relate and help a person that's suffering from the illnesses.
Okay. So, anybody have any interesting stories to talk about?
Oh, I've got plenty of them. Enough to write a book.
Well, basically, what do you suffer from?
I suffer from generalized depression and along with anxiety disorders, generalized. And this is my second bout of depression. And for me, it really just varies from time to time. It's like this time, for me, depression doesn't run in family, so it's not genetic, it's more environmental stress factors. And sometimes it's like, I just don't have the energy, feel melancholy and just like, I'm here, and that's it. And other times it's like I just feel like I'm constantly pissed off. But at the moment, I'm feeling managing it very well. Taking medication, going to counseling, and doing things that nurture me, which is really important. In the past, I've had it's gotten so bad, like the anger and anxiety, where it's just like lashing out and I'm just like a completely different person. And that's really under control. Anger management, had some experiences that I had to go through to learn how to, manage or work with my emotions. I know in the past, I wasn't diagnosed, but I felt like the social anxiety disorders, where it's like hard to talk to anybody or just be out in public. And for me, it was like I had to have a drink in order to be out somewhere, to talk to anybody, because if
to mellow you out.
Yeah, and it's like I'm okay. And that was a very eventful time in my life, to say the least. And a lot of people suffer, there's, a lot of different anxiety disorders, obsessive compulsive, panic disorder, where people suffer, from panic attacks, it's like, some people, I know from talking to some of my friends, have been misdiagnosed, and thought that they had like an actual problem with their heart, whenever it was just this disorder. chest pains. This says pounding heart, chest pains, short of breath, feeling dizzy, tingling, numbness, hot flashes, or chills, nausea, or trouble breathing. You've suffered from panic attacks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, on several occasions.
I only get that stuff when I have my asthma attacks.
Yeah. Just a lot going on for me. It doesn't, it could be a lot of people, in a certain situation, like a party or a family gathering that gives me one.
Yeah.
It's just all the talking, all the different things going on. My mind can't concentrate on one thing, so it just kind of overwhelms me, and then I'll start getting the heart pounding sensation, or even just if my mind goes wandering with all my problems in my head, I can give myself one too. So just depends on the situation.
You've been diagnosed with manic depression,
and generalized anxiety.
Can you tell us your experiences with it?
Well, like we were talking about, triggers and environmental stuff can help, worsen. For me, I think it's hereditary, for one, and two, I think it's because I have health problems. And just trying to have a normal life on top of all of that, it gets stressful and it can exacerbate my symptoms.
Yeah, I'm sure that can be really hard to maintain.
Yeah. I guess as for symptoms, that's all I can really think to say. I feel tired a lot, and I know that could possibly be my health too, but I'm tired a lot. There's days where I wake up and I feel on top of the world, where I could just do anything, and then the next day I'll wake up and it's like I wore myself out that day because of my mood, and I'll get really depressed because I'm just so exhausted. I feel worthless that day,
Yeah.
And the anxiety, like I said, it just kind of comes and goes at weird times. Like sometimes I'll have an anxiety attack and I won't even know why I'm having one. So I really don't know what to say. I keep looking at this paper because it's helping me. That's basically it. I just think it's health and life just in general, and I'm not on medicine or anything for any of my problems. I have been, and the medicine that I was on just didn't help, so I chose to not take anything. I've gone to therapy before. I'm not in therapy now, but I have gone to a counselor and psychologist and stuff, and a lot of the problems I was having back then weren't really related to all that stuff. It just wasn't helping. It was childhood stuff, basically.
Yeah.
I was going to therapy for stuff like that, but then I was diagnosed with everything else going on, so.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Brian? What have you suffered from?
Yeah, my excuse is depression. Just regular. No, I actually think that's genetic, because my mother was really depressed after a while, and then, of course, she did weird stuff that, I kind of picked up on, but nothing too creepy, outside the fact that I do talk to myself at times, but,
Gotta have somebody to talk to.
Yeah. But anyway, when I was younger, I used to hear things, and it wasn't like I used to hear people talking to me or anything like that, but I would hear things that, like my father would call me or something, and, I'd go in there and walk into his room, and he looks at me, what? It's like, did you call me? No. And then a lot of issues I had in my old Catholic school.